My friends, hello. I was talking to a friend who is working in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and was really excited to have the conversation with this person about what that role means and how they do it. And I learned a little bit from the person because it's not something that I've had the opportunity to work in directly, but it is something that I've had the opportunity to learn quite a bit about as part of my graduate degree in conflict management. And really, when we boil it all down, diversity, equity, inclusion, diversity, we've all been hearing about diversity for a very long time. It's making sure that we have a workforce that represents the client base that we serve and the communities that we live in. It seems logical that, if we're going to be having a business, that approximately half the people who work there should be of one gender, approximately half should be of the other. And if we can try to the best of our ability to have the ethnicity makeup be similar to that of the community that we live and serve, that will make sure that we have representation for the client base that we're serving and working with and living with. That seems logical and appropriate. It doesn't need to be a politicized thing. We're just making sure that we're representing those that are around us and we're including them to get different ideas. When we have homogenous ideas, when we have all, one group, and the stereotypical is, white males, when we have that, we get one kind of a mindset, one type of an attitude, because on the whole, the lifestyle is probably more homogenous than that of people of different backgrounds. When we think of equity, equity isn't equality. Equity is really making sure that equality is the outcome, right? If I give you $1 and this person $1 and this person $1, $1 doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. $1 doesn't mean something to a millionaire like it does to a poor person. Equity is making sure that everyone's at the same spot. And then inclusion is making sure that we're not just doing this for the sake of doing it, but rather making sure that the environment is such that we're all together on the same team and everyone feels like they're part of the same team. I think this topic has become relatively politicized. And the challenge with that is it defeats the purpose and it can hurt what's actually trying to happen, which is just that we're serving and living with people more equally, more appropriately, more representative of the community that we live and serve. When we really boil it down, diversity, equity, and inclusion, what it really is respecting people. It's respecting and including those around us. We're not talking about, hiring somebody because of the color of their skin or their gender. We're not talking about doing that intentionally, just bringing someone on because you check a box. That's actually hurtful in some cases to the individual and to the business. But what we can do, what we should do, is try to be really mindful of how can we make sure that we're respecting our client base by representing them? How can we make sure that we're respecting our community by representing them? How can we make sure that we're respecting the people that we work with so that their voice feels heard? Because when they feel heard, they're going to contribute more positively, and they're going to add insights and values, and they're going to help us to grow in new ways. If we have a homogeneous environment, we're going to get homogeneous results. If we have a diverse environment, we're going to get diverse results. And what we're really trying to achieve is growth and greater service. And we will be able to do that more rapidly, more appropriately, and really more smoothly by including those around us. So diversity, equity, and inclusion, it's got a politicized attitude, and instead what I'm going to recommend to you is to think about it from the attitude of respect. That we are being more respectful, intentionally respectful to those who are different from us, so that we can continue to serve those who are different from us.